Another week on in the training plan, edging ever closer to that big day, and I'm just so excited about it. Always like to be transparent. At the weekend for my birthday, went out for dinner, lovely. Wore some formal shoes because it was that kind of place, and oh man, my shins hurt like hell the following day. Yesterday, I was due to go out yesterday, but decided against it for that reason I just mentioned. It is a shame because I wanted to get some bigger weekly mileage in, but at the end of the day, I need to look after myself. So tonight, it's about 8k or so, maybe 10k. Just checking things out. Shins feel fine at the moment, but any sort of sensation that they've been impacted by the zero drop formal shoes, and I'll be calling it a day early. 5k in, average pace of 5:30. I am enjoying running much quicker. I say much, but you know what I mean. Enjoying running quicker. I'm really looking forward to actually the future beyond the ultra of some faster efforts in the 5:10 half marathon. Actually, let's call it now. Let's go for a fast marathon in 2021. Try and go sub 4. See what we can do. Okay, everybody, 8k, 5:29 average. Very happy to stop there. Gonna go out tomorrow night and go again. Obviously, it's better just to take it easy, not overdo it. Just a bit of a sneezing fit, so everyone within a 10-mile radius basically turned to look at me. You know what it's like nowadays, you can't sneeze. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, and onwards and upwards to the weekend. Thursday today, did a bit of a yoga and strength session last night, didn't film any of it, but yeah, so we're up today. It's about 15 degrees, there's a bit of a cold bite in the air from the wind, but I'm choosing to wear a fleece just to, again, get myself acclimatised to those warmer conditions. With the vest as well, it always feels a whole lot warmer on my body. You just get that sensation of it kind of constricting around you, which is a bit of a pain, but as you all know, you tend to get used to these things as the run progresses. So tonight's just about getting out, looking around, having some fun ahead of the weekend run, which I'll talk to you about in a moment. So I've used the Garmin Connect website, and I've actually built a route for Saturday. It's about 600 metres of elevation. I think it was between 30 and 34 kilometres. I picked a few destinations I wanted to go to and kind of let it pick the route for me. So I'll be following on my watch just for some fun, because I figure if I just do the same old route, it's probably going to lose its appeal slightly. So I thought, well, why not just go back to a bit of navigation, see how we get on, have some fun, explore together, and there's a good chance for me to see what else is out there locally. Yeah, and we will just kind of go with the flow, enjoy being out in nature, and see what comes of it. So I'm looking forward to Saturday. It should be really good fun. They're on the golf course again, so I can't go over there. I'm aware that the mileage has dipped slightly of late, but what I've been doing instead is running at faster paces, and it's keeping it fresh for me, because a 20-week training block, I thought at the start, oh, that would be super, really beneficial, which of course it is, but 16 weeks I was like ready to go. I really wanted to get started, so now I'm just keeping that momentum, keeping the enthusiasm alive, and yeah, with almost 3 weeks to go, I just want to make sure this is still enjoyable for me. I'm still having a good time, and just keeping things moving along nicely. Bit of speed work, bit of distance, bit of ascent, and just yeah, give my body a chance to enjoy what nature has to offer. If you watch my Fox Ultra video, this is a spot here where I did a bit of singing and dancing to the maestro Rick Astley, so it's worth a watch. I'll put a card up here if you fancy viewing my first ultra marathon. And yeah, that was a funny day, a really funny day. I remember getting here and just thinking, I'm toast, and I had like, I don't know, at least 10 miles to go. A lovely 9k at a 5:35 average. I am really enjoying these faster paces. It feels really comfortable. It just feels right, and you know, it gets me thinking about my ultra and my approach to it. And if in some respects I just want to be able to run and just, you know, head up and just keep moving. We'll see near the time whether I want to actually go through with that, or whether I want to actually stick to the plan, which is the nice relaxed chosen pace. But it's really difficult, because I know that if I get into a nice autopilot zone, I can sort of hold a slightly increased pace. That doesn't necessarily mean I'll be able to hold it for the distance, but it does mean that I'll be able to get into a nice flow early on rather than starting slower. So hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow for a little 5k, and then we've got a nice big one at the weekend, probably my final big run of the block, and then we're just going to taper down, chill, relax, and get the mind and body in the right position to perform. See you then. Hey, it's 5:45 in the morning, having out for today's long run, the longest run probably that I've got left to do before the big day, which is 3 weeks today. The reason why I'm out early is because the plan on race day is to hopefully set off from the starting line around 6:15. I'll talk more about that nearer the time, but so because of that reason, I thought if I get up at 5, try to replicate the time that I'll likely be eating, preparing, and then leaving the house. That takes me to this point now. So the run that I've got planned, I built myself using Garmin Connect, picked out a couple of routes, so a couple of locations, let it build my route for me, and we're just going to follow the navigation today, have some fun with it, and see what we find. So I'll catch up with you at each key point of the run and share with you how I'm getting on. One thing I did forget today though were my gloves. Still about 0 degrees, which isn't ideal. Chilly hands. Just going over the bridge in Guildford before we ascend up the first climb of the day. There's about 600 metres of elevation over this course, which is quite a healthy amount, I think, and it's going to be good just to do that one final push of the legs over distance. I wish I wore my arm sleeves today. It's cold, but I think having a slightly thicker long sleeve is going to be a pain shortly. So it's added 50 metres elevation already on this one climb. Not the top yet, but such a beautiful morning out, really clear skies, and there's so much to look at and see. Sun's come up over there, can you see it? Amazing. The view at the top is going to make it all worthwhile. 80 metres of climbing to get to the top, but this is a view that I'm presented with when I get there. Oh. I'm the only one out today. Wow, it's bliss. So just up here, I'm going to pick up North Downs Way and run back actually that direction. This is the same point where we came on the Oddballs 50k course. Came over here, took a picture. It was really windy that day, but yeah, I'm surprised that nobody else is up here with me today. Normally quite a lot of dog walkers, but pleased to have the place for myself. I need to take one last look at this before I go. Sun, got this beautiful mist in the distance rising up over the land. On a good day you can actually see London, and I think we're just a shade too early to see that right now, but look at this. This was not here a few weeks ago. Wow. Now that is picturesque, isn't it? Making the descent next to these fields has just been remarkable. It's getting lost in the beauty of it all, which I know sounds a little bit maybe overly poetic, but look at it. What more could you want, honestly? And what's really nice about this is it's about 14k or so on my run for the ultra. And when I came past here before, it looked like a load of cabbages on the floor. Now we've got this beautiful golden field. I think that would just be another little spirit lifter early doors in the race. So, something to look forward to. Nice to just get a little image of what's to come as well. Anyway, we're now at the bottom of that hill. We're going to head back towards where we came, pick up North Downs Way, and next stop will be Chantry Woods and the way up to St Martha's. I'll see you then. I just had to capture this. This mist rising up over the water. Haven't seen anybody else out this morning, been out for an hour now. Not a single person. Maybe people are taking a bit of a rest day, lay in for the bank holiday that we've got, 3-day weekend. Alright, let's go to St Martha's. So here we are, 300 metres of ascent, and we're at St Martha's Church. Beautiful, beautiful church. Still one of the best visually spectacular sights on this route for sure. And then when you come out of the woods here, you get that amazing view over the Surrey Hills, which I'm about to show you. And then after this, I'll be going over to Newnham's Corner, which would be the second aid station on the ultra route. Well, this is really odd because Newnham's Corner is always very busy. Car park's empty. So this will be the place where we have the second aid station, just over there in fact. I'm still thinking about strategy and I'm contemplating the idea of running through the first aid station, coming here and topping up with both bottles of tailwind and water. So as I was saying, the aid station is normally about here, and what I'm going to do is make sure that I'm ready at this point to fully refuel, take stock, reset, because the next part of the run is I don't want to be boring, but it is quite monotonous, and so therefore I know that what's ahead of me, there's no stopping point for extra fuel until Box Hill. So that's another about 15k or so, maybe 16. So a good point here just to take in the view, have a breather, think, reflect, and then just be sensible moving forward. But it's a good place definitely to just allow your mind to wander. Have a look at this. 380 metres of ascent at Newnham's Corner, just heading down across the Silent Pool, where we'll do a really meaty climb. And it was a climb in my ultra last year that basically killed me because I decided to eat whilst walking uphill too fast, and it just made me feel so sick and junk that it just threw me off for the next probably about 10k or so. That won't happen today though, I'm wiser now. Still pretty quiet on this main road, about to approach Silent Pool. I'll have a gel then, Unived, and then we'll get climbing. This here, amazing food from Mandira's Kitchen. If you're local, come down here, superb. Fresh samosas, veggie samosas, they also do pizza samosas every day. Not ideal for running though. Just a slight detour so I can actually take you to show Silent Pool, because where I need to go is just up those steps there. Beautiful, isn't it? Truly beautiful. There's a history of Silent Pool as well. Type into Google, I'm sure you'll find it. And this stream down here, I always think it looks really crystal clear. I don't know how pure it is. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend drinking out of it, but it always looks so clear. the kind of place that you would come and just dip your hat for sure. Anyway, quit talking. Oh, let's do this climb. Any green fingered folk up there know what this is all about? It's a vineyard, and they've got like little cans with some sort of fluid in them, and they're really burning quite high and hard. But yeah, I don't know what's the meaning of all of that. You can see here. If anyone knows, drop in the comments. Forgot how big this climb was. 500 metres at the top. Just up here there's a sign, we join the North Downs Way, that cuts across here. It's also a good place to see some pheasants, see one up ahead. So, right, I'm going back to some running. I'll catch you at the next suitable spot, but yeah, I think this route's about 600 metres altogether of elevation, so the bulk is now done. Should be quite a bit of flat and undulation. Is that even a word? Who knows? Ready, let's go. About 2.5k of running on this terrain. Not ideal at all, but look at the views over this side and over this side. And then straight ahead, what looks to be the next town along, just poking at the landscape there. Incredible. Oh, it feels so good. This is even more far from ideal. Did not want to be running along this main road here. Thankfully it's still pretty quiet, but not really what I expected or wanted. Yeah, just praying that we don't have too much traffic coming through, kicking up dust and whatnot. So the GPS wants me to go run up that main road opposite, but not going to be doing that because quite frankly it's dangerous. So alternate route, 24k in, gonna have to do something here to yeah, make the distance up, but I'm not risking it by running up that main road. It's bad enough driving up it. 3 hours in exactly, 27.5k. Just about to run past my local park run location. So I think at the end of the day this run was going to be maybe a kilometre or two short, and maybe 30-40 metres elevation less than I anticipated, but it's been a really nice run. It's been enjoyable to get out here. Now let's do the overlay for the week, because I'm not going to be going out tomorrow. Got other things planned, got a big day, so we're just keeping it nice and steady this week. This is a big long run, a few runs in the week as you can see there, and yeah, just kind of heading towards that lower key training, keeping things on the straight and narrow. So I look forward to starting next week with a bit of running, and we'll just now take it easy for the big day. So thanks for being with me all this time, really appreciate it, and yeah, here's next week. See you later team.